Guys, I don't know if it's the internet or whatever, but baby, mother is going through with these lives here. I can't wait to get back to my studio. One thing I will say about traveling, it makes you miss home. Because, baby, I cannot wait to get back to my life, to my good internet. There we go. There we go. I'm trying to get this to freaking work. To my good lighting, my good internet, and a place where I don't have to fake like I'm somebody else. Nicole from apartment 432. Can I tell you guys? I told my sister that story, and she was like, Dante knew that you were lying because there's no apartment 432. Oops. But hey guys, how are we doing? Hey Denard, good morning. I'm sorry I have to do these so early today. Like I told you guys, we were out here celebrating my mom's birthday, but today is her actual birthday. So we have a bunch of stuff going on today. So I can only do these really early. Sorry, West Coast. I know you're not on here yet, but this is the only time I could do it. So thank you guys for joining me. We're going to have a brunch review. Hey, SCP. Hey, Leo the Lion. Come on in the room. Yes, Fasano Johnson. She is a Libra gang. Come on in the room. Thank you, Soprano. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Oh, thank you, SCP. Hey, Marianne. Thank you. Hey, Cammie. Hey, guys. Yeah, morning, Nikki, and chat. That's what we're doing here, Desiree, because we have a lot of stuff going on. And my mom is probably on this live, so I won't say what we have. But we have a lot of good stuff going on for her today. So I got to get up and early. I got to get these up early, or like I would not be able to get them up at all because today is going to be long. So I was just like, the only time I could do it is early. So this is what we gonna go with. And y'all know that I am in the community, is it called? Like the community clubhouse of the apartment complex where I'm staying at. So, we may have some interruptions and I may have to fake like I'm somebody else. You all know how it goes. Like if you've been watching these lives since I've been in ATL, you all know how it goes. Anyway, how are we all doing? Guys, when you come into the room, make sure you give your girl some likes. Thank you. Hey, Angela. Oh, I'm glad you can watch me, girl. Hey, Francine. Hey, oh, we got the West Coast on. Thank you for joining me, Francine. In East LA. Is there a song called I Was Born in East LA? Why do I want to sing that? Oh, am I singing I Was Born? I was born. Oh, I'm singing a whiz. On the day before yesterday, I got holes in my shoes. That's the Wiz, the Broadway show, not the Wiz, the movie. Hey, Noel. Hey, Imani. Good morning. Good morning, West Coast. Good afternoon, East Coast. We got Canada in the building. I don't know what time it is there for you guys, but thank you for joining me, Rachel. Hey, Katoria. I was born. Hey, Michelle. Yes, guys, this is Michelle's first live. Let her know she's gonna be in for a treat. Katoria from the East Coast is in the building. Hey. Oh, I'm so glad you guys can make it because I was just like, this is one of the earliest lives I've done in a minute. So, hey, Drea. Drea, where are you? Where it's 4 p.m. Soprano, I think I'm going to do a wrap up. Soprano 2, I think I'm going to do a wrap up of Lovecraft. Is it county or country? Lovecraft Country, because there are so many questions that I need answers to. So we'll get through that together. So look out for that. Hey, Cammie, thank you. What's up, Lee Pepper? Oh, Texas, that's on the list. If you guys were at my last live, that's one of the places I wanted to travel. From Cheech and Chong, the movie. Yes, Marianne, thank you. Oh, thank you, Lifestyle with Abby. Hey, Ryan Round. Thank you guys for joining me. It's the wait. What you mean? It's still morning on the East Coast, isn't this after? Well, because I usually go to brunch at this time, I consider 11 a.m. the afternoon. I know 12 p.m. is the afternoon, but it's a brunchy thing to do in LA, so it always feels like the afternoon. Okay, yes, Katoria, look out for that. I'm going to do something about that because there's a lot going on that show. It's a great show. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to diss it. It's a great show. There's just a lot going on. And I haven't read the book. I don't intend on reading the book. I'm not that kind of person, right? If you showed me the movie, I'm not reading the book. There's only, unless it's a graphic novel, like The Walking Dead. I got into The Walking Dead, the TV series, because I had read I think I read about all of the graphic novels from The Walking Dead before the show started. So I was very interested in that. But The Boys, I started watching The Boys before I even knew that there were graphic novels about, the show. So now I just ordered, the second volume of The Boys. I ordered that on Amazon. And then the first volume, I'm going to my friend, Kristen Peraz in Los Angeles. She has a amazing comic book called Heidi Ho Comics. I'm actually going to go there to pick up the first volume of The Boys because the show is so good. I'm interested in the context material. Lovecraft Country is so good. I was interested in the context material until I found out that, the show is based off of the book. It's not the book exactly. So I didn't have any interest in it. But The Boys is based off of the graphic novel. I'm a graphic novel girl, and the show was really interesting. And I heard that the graphic novel was very, very good, and it was, very much in tune with the show. So I'm interested in that. But yeah, I'm not going to read the context material for Lovecraft Country, but I am going to, look at some, stuff that I found from I think it's the director of Lovecraft Country, Akila Green, is on Twitter, and every episode she posts just like notes, about the show. So if you're ever confused, she does that to help you out. So I've been looking at that, but I'm still I need to talk. I need to talk to somebody about this show because Mama confused. I'm confused. Really, Katoria? What's his name? That's very interesting to look up. Don't worry, Leo the Lion. I probably won't be doing the wrap up of that until because it's tomorrow's Friday? No. Yeah, because I'm going to be traveling Thursday, and then Friday is the day when I do all of my work because that's the only day that I, will be on the East Coast with not traveling. So the West Coast without traveling. So I'm not going to do that anytime soon. It'll probably most certainly be by next week. So look out for that next week, not this week, baby. I got too much work going on. Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft. Me too, Michelle. Me too. You know what? The only graphic novels that I've gotten into is The Walking Dead and The Boys, Noelle. Those are the only two that have really intrigued me. I've tried to get into other ones, but nah, it hasn't done it for me like The Walking Dead and Lovecraft Country. I mean, in The Boys. Comics Explained. I like that. I'll check them out. Marianne, the season finale was this Sunday. Oh, he did? Max Felix? I didn't know. I don't know anything about Lovecraft. I only know about him from this show. All right, guys, so we're going to get started in about 30 seconds. Because when I'm done this, I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to do the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I got my my lunch. This is my lunch for my break. This is the macaroni and cheese we took my mom to STK last night for her birthday in Atlanta. The food, really freaking good. However, I think the best food, the best steaks or whatever are kind of macaroni, the best steak and macaroni and cheese that I've had out here since I've been in Atlanta is if you're from ATL, you'll know this place. It's called Two Urban Licks. Their macaroni and cheese and their steak with the chimichurri sauce, Baby, I hate to say it, but it's better than STK. But this is still good. It's not like I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's not two Urban Licks, baby. It's not. Wait a minute. Simply Jess is in a building with a super chat. Oh, Simply Jess said, "Hey, best friend in my head." Jess, that was so sweet. Thank you for the super chat. Hold on one second. Come on in the room. Oh gosh. I had to get my lip smackers. Y'all know we're a lip smacker Dr. Pepper kind of girl. Y'all know what it is. Really, Mags? Then maybe I should check out Lovecraft, the books. Stuff written by Lovecraft. Is it all fantasy, Mags? Because I'm a fantasy girl. True story, guys. When I was about 9, from about 9 to 13, I was a Jackie Collins stan. All of her novels, I like. I remember Jackie Collins' Lucky. I read that. I read that in a day. In a day. I don't know why I was so like obsessed with Jackie Collins back in the day, but I loved it. My grandmother actually had all of her books, and she was my babysitter like after school before my mom came home from work. And I just remember one Saturday when I was over home, she had this novel, and it was called Jackie Collins' Lucky. And the only reason why I picked up the book was because I liked like you guys know, I'm a brand girl. Branding gets me right away. If you have really good branding, I am all invested. And the book was like a champagne pink and gold. So it was like a champagne pink cover with gold, like metallic letters. It was just so interesting and beautiful that I just picked it up and I just started reading. That novel was so juicy. I even got into the mini series that they had. Listen, Jackie Collins from 9 to 13. That was my girl. That was my girl. And then I got into the Babysitters Club. So I had to put her down. And my mother was very happy about it because she was just like, you should not be reading this. But she was so happy that I was reading like that because I was reading the books in like a day. So she was so happy about it, but she did not want me reading. But what are you going to do? You going to stop your kid from reading? That's how I knew so many like words that I shouldn't know at an age, like not bad words, but I was just able to really communicate with adults in a way that wasn't normal for my age because of Jackie Collins. She raised me. You know what, Marianne? I was going to go to the Old Lady Gang restaurant, but it's really popular. The Old Lady Gang is really, really popular. So it's really hard to get, seating there. So I wanted to do that for my mom. But yeah, it's really, really busy. So one day when I come back to visit, I'll go. Oh, well, thank you, God, for waking up Mimi for this live. Oh, really, Ryan? I didn't know. Thanks for giving me that info. Lifestyle with Abby, STK, like everybody was telling us to go there. So we went there. It was fun. I enjoyed it. The food with the bread. Oh my gosh, the bread. We ordered so much bread because the first bread is complimentary, but after that you have to pay like $7 a loaf. We were like, we don't care. That bread is delicious. Just keep on bringing out bread. We tore that bread up, but the best thing that I had out of everything, I had cream spinach, cream corn, macaroni and cheese, lobster mac and cheese, Yukon Gold mashed potatoes. I had a New York strip steak. What else? And I think that was it. And to be quite honest with you, the best thing that I had was the bread and the cream spinach. I just had better food at Two Urban Licks. If I'm going to like compare, right? And I felt like for STK's prices, it should have been a lot better. Also, Atlanta, and I'm thinking because where I'm at is like the majority of people here are Black. I'm thinking that that's why my steaks were never medium well. That's how I like my steaks. And I always am able to get a good medium well steak in LA. But out here, I was just like, y'all don't know what medium well is. All of my steaks were well, all of them. And I was just like, this is not, Urban Licks did the same thing. They have really good steaks, but they were well. I like medium well. I don't like eating leather. I mean, I like eating cow, but not, I mean, it's just like was so hard to get through some of the steaks. The flavors were there. The flavors were, I will give them that. They had really good flavors, but the steaks, Atlanta don't know what medium well is. LA knows, Atlanta does not know. And I'm thinking it's because the majority of the people here are Black, my people. We love a well steak. That goes back to slavery, but we're not going to get into that. Not today. We're going to keep it light. It's my mama's birthday. We're going to keep it light. But I know why we like our steaks, well. But LA changed me, and I have started to like, I'm a medium well hoe. You know what I mean? But I was just like, oh, Atlanta don't know what medium well is. Since I've been here. I think I've eaten steak almost every other day, and they have always been well. And I've asked for medium well, and I've never gotten it. So yeah, my people don't know what medium well is. But yeah, 2 Urban Licks was the best food for me. But nobody can top STK's bread and cream spinach. But yeah, STK was the spot. Hey, Nikki V. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Drea Loving Life. Thank you so much for the super chat. Drea says, oh, sending love from UK. Happy birthday to your mom. My birthday is on Sunday. Libra gang, what's up? Thank you, Drea. I love that I'm talking to you guys from all over. That's so beautiful. Oh, Marianne, what's VC Andrews? Is that a restaurant out here? SCP, no. I only tried the original OLG. Maybe that's why it was so crowded, because I tried the original. Ooh. Oh, Mags, that is right up my alley. Thank you so much. I will be checking out Lovecraft. His readings, his books. We love well. Yeah, we are Black people. We are well people. Yeah, SCP, I had to grow because I was the same way. When I moved out to LA, I was like, oh no, well. And then I had a medium well steak because I went to, I forget the restaurant, but they would not serve me a well done steak. And I was just like, I can't. And the chef actually came out and he was like, listen, this is how we make our steaks. I know I know you want well, but this particular meat, you won't enjoy it if I make it well. He's like, I'm telling you, trust me. What I'll do is if you don't like it, I will make it well for you. But I just need you to try it medium well and let me know. And he was really sweet and he was also very attractive. So I was like, sure. And I tried it and I never went back. Never. I'm the same way with avocado. I hated avocado before I moved out to LA. Now everything that I eat has to have avocado in it, sweet or savory. I'm an avocado hoe. LA did it to me. So yeah, once you try it, you can't go back, but it's really hard to get us to try it. As soon as we see any bit of red, we're like, oh my goodness, it's still alive. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, look up why Black people like meat, well steak. It's it's a bit traumatizing. So do it when you have some time and are in a good mood. If you're having a depressive episode, please do not look it up. Oh, medium well with the occasional rare. Okay, L Boogie. Oh, flowers in the attic. Okay. Oh, the comments are going so fast. Yep, Thasano, it has everything to do with the civil rights movement and slavery because I'm just going to tell you. Well, Black people like medium, like well done steak because it first originated from slavery when we were fed the scraps of food. So we would have to fry it, and we would have to cook it down, cook out the diseases, cook out the spoil out of the meats so that we could eat them, because we wouldn't get the top quality meats or anything. We would get a lot of expired food from, or scraps from the master's home. So that's the stuff that we would eat. So that's where we originated frying foods in America. So that's why we would fry it to keep the food longer, and we would also cook it down to keep cook out the poisons or the spoil from the meat being out and not taken care of for days. And also during the civil rights movement, during the Jim Crow era, and markets, like a lot of these big brand markets, would send expired food to black neighborhoods. So black markets would get expired food. They would change the dates on the food. So we would cook the foods. Although it seemed like something was up with the food, we didn't know that those things, that's expired meats, were being sent to our neighborhoods. So we would have to cook the food down to get it to be at least palatable or something that we could digest and not get sick from. So slavery and Jim Crow, that's why we like, well. But once we try medium well, baby, a whole new world opens up to us. Yeah, so yep, definitely has to do with slavery and Jim Crow. Morning, Shannon and Van. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I pushed my thing, and I pushed the gunshot one. I hate that one. It scares me every time. Never. Thassa no. Never. Yeah, Shannon and Van. It's such a dark. I'm telling you, there was a tweet that this dude that I was following tweeted like a few days ago, and he was just like, "There is so much evil that happened in slavery that we have not learned about." I didn't know how evil slavery was until college. I took an African American Studies class, and guys, can I tell you, every day after that class, I had that class 2 times a week. Every day after that class, I was so depressed and sick. I lost so much weight in college because of that. And my mom was like, well, what happened to the freshman 15? I came back like 30 pounds lighter because that class it was like the knowledge I was taking in it just did a number on my mind, my body, my soul. Whew. Once you start looking it up, it gets real scary. Oh, okay, Ryan. Thank you for that information. Hey, Nisha. Umi, what's up? Oh, no, I didn't, Shannon. Yes, Good Times, guys. If you want to it's not a lighter version, but I think if you go researching, it'll probably get really, really dark. If you want to know about why Black people eat medium, well done and well done foods and well done meats, and why and just to get an explanation of what happened during the Jim Crow era, a really good episode is Good Times. I think just look up Good Times and expired meat, or maybe Jim Crow, and I think that episode will come up. But it's a really Good Times episode that BBT just wrote in the comments section. BBT says, remember the episode of Good Times about the bad meat being sold in neighborhood supermarkets? Yes, I do, BBT. And that is a really good episode that explains what was happening in the Black communities during that time. Yes, LS, 10-year-old, well done. Fajitas up. Yes, you did, Mary. Oh, wait. Yes, you did, Mary. Yeah, he was messed up too. Especially when we would ask questions, he would just be like, "Guys, this is going to get dark." Yeah, it really is. It really, really is, Drea. Like BBT, we will like, unless you go looking and searching for that information, you will never find out how evil it really, really was, and how a lot probably hasn't changed. Oh my gosh, they taught you African American history in high school? Oh hell no. You can't teach that to these kids today. We will have a revolution right now. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, let's lighten it up with some laughs. Oh, my phone. Hold on. My notes are on my phone. That's why I didn't want to talk about it because I knew it would get dark. I knew, but we're gonna lighten it up, right? Because listen, we got life in our body, we got breath in our body, we are happy and healthy. So let's stay on that track and let's, laugh a bit. Oh, another thing about STK, if you don't drink their watermelon cucumber mocktail, oh, baby, they need to bottle that. Which one is this? I forgot. Wait, is this 90 Day Fiance or Potomac? I think this is 90 Day Fiance. Let me know if this is the 90 Day Fiance live or Potomac. Oh my gosh. Ciao. If you were in my last live where we talk about who is the better Chris, my God, today, who knew that this whole stuff will blow up? It is, oh God, they are dragging Star-Lord, baby, dragging him. All of his tea is being spilled. I can't believe y'all took African American studies in high school. Whew. 90 Day Fiance, thank you guys. Yes, Diamonds and Donna 2K. I'm so glad you made it. L Boogie, his friends that are coming in to save him are making it worse. Yes, Jessica, I'm here for a few more days. I'm not, Drea, I'm not getting started with you. I'm not. The hammer chat, Shanna. We're going to have more. Anyway, if you're just watching this for the review, here you go. The review starts now. Let's talk about 90 Day Fiance the other way. And we are starting off with Brittany and Yazan. Brittany and her sister. I don't believe it. I was like, is that your biological sister? I don't see any resemblance. When she was like, when they had the card under her introducing who she is, and I was like, Brittany's sister, where? I think Brittany's sister is her sister in the way that we do all the time in the Black community. I think she's her best friend or maybe her mother's best friend's daughter, and they call each other sister. We do that a lot. Like a lot of Black kids grow up with a lot of aunts, a lot of uncles, a lot of cousins, a lot of sisters and brothers, and they don't know until they get to be about teenage age, that this person is not really blood. It's just your mom's best friend's son. You know what I mean? So I think that's how they're sisters, because I don't see any resemblance. Even if they have like a different mom or a different dad, I don't see it. First of all, her sister looks like she's an entirely different culture. I was just like, this woman is a Spaniard. How is she your sister? I don't see it. I don't see it. I do not see it. Yazan's family, right? So Yazan's father somehow found Brittany's Instagram, right? And they saw the pictures of Brittany, posing very seductively. And I guess the whole word got around the family again about her Instagram. And now the dad has an issue with Brittany's Instagram and he doesn't want Yazan to marry Brittany. My thing is, if Yazan's messy family would just stay off of Brittany's Instagram, there would be no issues. Obviously, Yazan liked it because he saw it. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't have a problem with it because that's his woman. So he probably liked what he saw. Obviously, the family likes it because they keep on going on this woman's Instagram and talking about certain pictures where she looks amazing. So either somebody is getting a little too excited about Brittany's behind, or some auntie is hating on Brittany's tight behind. That's what I think is happening. They look to find issues with her, and I think they're all hating on her because she's hot and not conservative. Like, that's exactly what it is. But Yazan doesn't have a problem with it. He's seen it. He's experienced it. This virgin storyline with Yazan, I don't believe it. I'm just like, ain't no way. And I'm not saying that Brittany is like this aggressive sexual being. I just don't believe. I don't believe that him and Brittany have not already consummated this relationship. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And let's talk about Yazan's friend. Yazan. I keep on calling him Yazan because of that. What is that girl? That white girl who lives in a trailer park? Azan, and she has that Moroccan guy who's taking advantage of her, but she just don't believe it. I keep on mixing up how they say their names. But Yazan, yeah, Yazan. Can we talk about his friend with the bad advice? Why are you, first of all, Yazan, why are you getting advice from a man who is sitting there in a medium baby fat coat? Did y'all see that coat? I was like, I had this coat when I was 14. Sir, what are you doing? It was so tight around his what is this? It's not ankles. What is this? Is it ankles? No, what is this? Guys, what is this part of the body? It was so tight around wrist, right? It was so tight around his wrist, and then he had the fur on the coat. I was just like, this is baby fat. You are wearing a vintage baby fat coat in 2019 trying to give advice on the dude who got a hot girlfriend. You can't do that, sir. That's not your reality. You cannot do that. Oh, we got a super chat from Mary. Thank you, Mary, for the super chat. Now, guys, you know, when I do the reviews, I just go straight through. I don't really get into the comments until I'm done because, you know, when we start talking in the comment section, this review gets longer and longer and longer. And some people are just here just for the review, but I will acknowledge each and every super chat. The devil is a liar. How dare I not acknowledge a super chat? Thank you, Mary. Mary said, absolutely love you, Nikki, all the way from London. So happy to have caught a lie. Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you. I love it. So yeah, we've moved on from Yazan's friend with the bad advice and a baby fat and the vintage baby fat coat. Now let's talk about how Yazan is really going through it, right? I really felt bad for him. I really did because he looked like he was sick. Not sick like physically. He's just very depressed and sick because he misses Brittany. And he thinks that she's been gone for 3 weeks, right? So he thinks that she probably came here to Jordan and didn't like it and went back to America. And now it's just, you know, lying to him about coming back. So he probably feels like the woman that he is in love, because he even told his friend, he was like, I more than love her. So he's probably thinking that the woman that he's in love with and wants to marry and live the rest of his life with is not coming back. And his family is not making it any easier because he chose her over his I don't think he chose her over his family, but he still chose to be with Brittany despite his family not liking her and thinking that she's a good person. So the father kicks him out of the house. The father fires him from the job, doing all these manipulative things to make him agree that Brittany isn't a good person for him and do what the family wants him to do. And because he did not, you know, fall apart when all of that happened and, you know, tell the dad, well, you know what, you're right. I'll stop dating her. I'll stop, you know, looking to pursue marriage with her. And I'll do what you want me to do so that you don't fire me, so that I have a roof over my head. Yazan was like, no, I'm going to get me a job and I'm going to get me, you know, an apartment. And I thought that was so important for him. So I'm sad that it happened this way. Right. And again, I'm an American. So the comment that I'm about to make about the situation is coming from somebody who is, you know, a part of American culture, right? Black American culture, very different, but still, you know, I'm American. That is what it is. My boat stopped here. So I think that it is such a great opportunity for Yazan to live on his own and be dependent upon himself. Here is why. Yazan is 26 years old. He is grown, right? Good and grown. He has lived so much of his life under his parents' thumb, doing what they want to do. He is in love with and wants to marry an American woman. For a lot of Americans, we are well moved out of our parents' home by the age of 26. So there's a lot of independence that we have that Yazan does not have. And that's why I said that him and Brittany aren't equally yoked, because they're not only are they from two totally different cultures, they have two different life experiences that are so, polar opposite, right? So now that he is, independent, living on his own, making his own money, he can start to become the, sad to say, kind of Americanized husband that Brittany is going to need, right? Because when you work for your parents, you live in your parents' home, unfortunately, you're going to do what they want you to do because they are providing a certain lifestyle for you, a certain lifestyle that seems very easy. When you're on your own, life just is hard because you're having to do everything. When we move out, we appreciate our parents so much more because we realize all the things that they did that we're doing now that are very hard, but they did that with children. So we appreciate it because it's a very hard task to take on. So I think that he will have a better relationship with his parents and have a better relationship with his future bride if he's on his own, if he's being independent. He can stand up on his own 2 feet. He can be a husband that Brittany needs, because who Yazan was before his father kicked him out, before his father fired him, is not the same person. It's not the same person. Who he is now is the dude that Brittany needs. And I feel bad for him because he didn't look happy. He looked like he was going through hell. The family was making it very hard for him. But I was just like, you know what, dude? This situation sucks, but it's probably the best thing that's ever happened to you. You need to be your own man. You need to be your own person. You don't need to be the big brother that's taking care of everybody. You don't need to be the 26-year-old man who wants a wife who's living under his father's thumb and his mother's thumb and whatever his parents want him to do. He does that because, listen, dude, for real, you fell in love with an American girl. We're different. We're different. Ain't too many times your mama gonna pop off like that. Like, it's not like, it's just a different culture. So you have to come just a little bit her way if you want this to work. So I think it's great. I think it's absolutely great for Yazan to be kicked out of his father's home and fired from making money from his dad. He needs this independence. And I think it's going to be great for Brittany as well, because Yazan is going to be a different person. And that's the dude that I believe, will want to marry. I think she wants to marry him now, but I think before, the whole issues with his family, before that, I did not see this relationship lasting. Now, I see it working, especially after all that. He told his friend in that medium baby fat coat, he's in that medium vintage baby fat coat with the fur hood. He told him, I more than love her. After all of that, he said, I more than love her. So I think this couple can work now. Before all of this, I didn't think it could work. But I think now that Yazan is in a different place, I think it'll work. I really, really do. I feel bad for the dude, but sometimes, you got to go through some tough life lessons to become a better person. And I think this is his life lesson. And listen, you're going to have a much better life after this, Yazan. You will see. The world will open up to you differently. You'll be a better husband to Brittany. You'll also be a better husband to Brittany once you get some freaking money. He was saying, oh, Brittany expected for me to pay for her ticket. She wants me to buy her these things. You don't want a wife wives, women alone are expensive. Wives, if you can't afford a wife, don't propose. Don't approach a woman that you want to be your wife if you can't afford it. Wives are expensive. They will never stop being, did I say offensive? They are that too. Wives are expensive. They will not stop being expensive until you are dead. If you cannot afford a wife, don't propose. Don't do it. 1 second. We got a super chat from Jessica. Jessica said, Nikki, you are fantastic. You make me laugh often. Maybe next time you're in the A, you can come on my radio show. Oh, hashtag Jess and, oh, shoot. How am I reading this? Justin Gann things. I hope that's right. Hashtag Justin Gann things. You know what, Jessica? I would love that. I would love that. Hit me up on Instagram and let's talk about that, because I do plan on coming back. I would love it. I would love to do something like that. Thank you for the super chat, Jessica. Yes. But Yazan, you got to get some money, bro, because you cannot expect this American woman. You got to think about that. We're different. We're different. And we're probably the most expensive broad you will ever meet. If you want this woman to just take her whole life and move to Jordan to just be with you. She will be an immigrant. She probably won't be able to work right away. She probably, she'll most certainly need some time to adapt to the culture, to adapt to the customs. You have to think that there is going to be some years where you're going to take care of her, where you're going to be the sole financial provider. And you have to be okay with that. And then you also have to think when this woman has children, you're also going to have to think about providing for her and the children. If you're broke and you don't have no money, leave this woman alone. Brittany already looks expensive. She definitely wants to find her things in life. Her introduction to us, she was saying, "Oh, I married. I was in a relationship with this other guy who was just a sugar daddy because he was giving me a lot of money." That's the kind of woman she is. So if you can't even afford a wife, you damn sure can't afford a Brittany kind of wife. It's impossible. Love is not enough. I'm gonna just be real. Love ain't enough. Love can't pay the bills. So if you can't pay them bills, and if you can't, flex on her financially, leave her alone. Leave any woman alone. If you ain't got no money, I don't want to be that person. Be like, oh my goodness, a man has to have some coin. If you don't have any coin, you cannot talk to me. I don't want to be that person, but I am. Like if you're trying to be in a relationship with a woman, I'm just going to be honest with you. You got to have some money, man. You got to have some money. You don't got to be, Bill Gates. You don't got to be a Jeff Bezos, but at least be. I'm trying not to get ridiculous because I feel like all the numbers I have in my head, I'm like, I will get dragged on here, but at least be. At least have a district manager salary. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be 100K, 80K. Can you at least have that? You know what I mean? Can I at least feel comfortable enough with you just paying the rent? I'll take care of the car note, and the cable. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't want to do it, but if you're making 80K, I'll help out. Okay, I want to be a lady who lunches. I'm gonna just be real with you. I want a man with money. I'm tired. I grew up poor my whole life. I'm done. I'm done working 9 to 5. I'm done with this working class life. I want to do with money. Not everybody wants that, right? So I'm thinking 80K, for a man as the provider. I'm thinking that's good in like Jersey, Atlanta. You know what I mean? I think that'll be really, really good. But it's just like, after you pay the big bills, we still gonna want money for nails and hair. We still, gonna want money to, spend on a girls' trip. So, like, if you can't do those things, don't propose. You know what I mean? Just don't approach. If a woman look expensive and you ain't got it, just walk away. You know what I mean? Get her Instagram. Look at her Instagram. That'll help you. You'll have those memories. But don't approach if you can't afford. And I think that's Gizan's problem. He can't afford a wife, and he damn sure can't afford a Brittany. Poor thing. Poor thing. You're not ready to be a husband if you can't provide. Point blank, period. We don't make the rules, man. You do. And that's the role you gave yourself. So be ready. Be ready for us to ask about the coin. Yeah, so that's all. Wait, somebody. You know what? I did want to talk about this real quick. If Yazan ain't got no money, why is his family trying to marry off their broke son to anybody? He doesn't have money. Y'all trying to make him get married in 2 days with no coin. How is that possible? I think they intended on providing, like with the job and providing things for them. I wouldn't want a situation like that, because then your family continues to make the rules for your life, for my life, for our family. Like, no woman will want that situation. So yeah, if you can't afford a wife, don't go fishing for one. Don't go fishing for one. Let's go on to Kenneth and Armando. I hate being this person because I hate when I see this. I hate when I see these videos, right? But I'm just going to have to be that person. Hate is learned. I hate saying that because I feel like it's just said so many times by people who don't experience hate, who are just like, hate is learned. Children are born pure. Yeah, we know that. It's the adults that jack them up. We get it, right? So I hate being that person, but it's really, really true. And concerning Kenneth and Armando, hate is just a learned quality. You know, I feel bad for his family because they're going to miss out on a great relationship with Armando's daughter because of their ignorance. Because of their ignorance, because they learned to be homophobic, either from their Christian beliefs or from the beliefs of their community. We don't know where they learned it from, but they learned to be homophobic, and they are so homophobic to Armando that he decided that it'd be best for me to move out of my family's home and to move out of the city where I grew up and go live my life somewhere else. They don't realize that, right? Because they're sitting here crying and having all of these meltdowns. And I'm like, do you realize if you did not push that man back into the closet, Armando, Kenneth, and his daughter probably won't be in the same home, but they will probably be in the same vicinity of that family. It is very obvious that all of y'all love each other and that you are very close and that you all live in the same neighborhood. He would still be there if you guys were accepting. So they're crying, oh, he's taking her so far away. He's moving. He's leaving us. He's leaving because of you. Y'all too ignorant to even realize that. Because if you were accepting of him, he would be there. His daughter, Hannah, you guys would see him all the time. But you're not. You're ignorant. You're bigoted. You're homophobic. He doesn't want to live his life around you because you don't accept his life. When he came out the first time, y'all put him in a closet, put him back in a closet, and then you made him marry a woman. You guys did not care that this man was absolutely miserable. Why would he want to live around you? Why? Like, it makes absolutely no sense. And I made the comment that hate is learned because Armando, which I love, was very open and honest with his daughter. He was just like, listen, Kenneth proposed to me. We are gay. We are getting married. He loves me. I'm marrying him because I love him, and we are going to raise you together. The little girl was like, oh, great. I get two dads. Double the love. Listen, I say this every time. I always cry during Kenneth and Armando's scenes. When that baby said, double the love, and yay, I get two dads. Tears. And then I was like, hate is learned. I was that person. Hate is learned. Guys, I hate those videos. I hate those videos. I'm telling you, anytime poor Black and white friendships, I'm so sorry for what you guys have to go through in this world. Don't take a picture with your white friend. Oh my goodness, somebody under the comments, this is the America I want. Hate is learned. Oh, girl, it's just a picture of me and my best friend. Shut up. But like that's what you become. If you are a Black person with a white bestie, if you are a white person with a Black bestie, you are going to become a meme for anti-racism. Like those two little boys, I think it was in New York, because of the pandemic, they hadn't seen each other for a very long time, and their parents met up for probably a normal play date, and they were so excited to see each other, they just started running up to each other. Beautiful video. Everybody loves it. Those poor boys have become an anti-racism meme. Everybody tweets that video. Oh my goodness. Don't let, America start having some more race relation issues. Don't let it be a Black Lives Matter protest. Somebody will tweet that video. With all the hate going on in the world, learn from these two children. Racism is learned. Oh, we get it. Hate is taught. We know. Do something about it. Please stop sharing those two little boys. Please. We get it. That's why two of my best friends are white. I make sure if we take a picture, we got everybody in it, because I'm like, we are not going to become a meme. I'm not doing it. I am not doing. I had my best friend Katie. Hey Katie, if you're watching, she sent me because we met in high school. So we've been besties since we were like 14. She sent me a picture of us, a throwback picture of us. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I got so excited and I was about to share it. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to make us a meme. I'm not going to make us an anti-racism meme, because when you put that stuff out there, you never know who's going to get it. And I knew it would have been us, because we looked so adorable. We were hugging, and it was just after we had done a musical. So we just looked really, really cute and young. And I was just like, nope, we're not going to become an anti-racism meme. I don't. So I hate being that person, because it walks up my back, because I just feel like it's just performance when people do stuff like that. You're just saying it because you want to get a lot of likes, or you just want attention. If you're not actively doing something about, to be anti-racist and to change the minds of the people in your community who are racist, shut up. Like, please don't share it. We don't care. We don't care. Those poor boys, every time there's racial unrest, that video just gets to circulate. And I just saw it and I was like, oh my gosh. That video is going to be circulating until these kids are freaking 60. Sad. But I hate being that person, but it's very true. Hate is taught. Little Hannah was just like, 2 dads, double the love. She got it right away. You know what? Sad to say, but thank God Armando got her away from that homophobic family. Who knows what that kid would have been? Who knows what the conversation would have been like if he would have told Hannah this at 14? She probably would have cried and been like, oh, this isn't right. This is sick. You guys are going to burn in hell. I want to stay with my grandparents. That would have probably been the situation, because she was in a community of homophobic people. So I'm glad that he got her out there. Sorry, grandmom. Sorry, grandpa. Y'all homophobic. Armando is sitting up there, fearful that his father won't come and say goodbye to him. He's sitting up there fearful that you won't come to his wedding. Why should anybody think that their parent would not come to their wedding? So unfortunately, glad they got that baby out of their home. Now, let's talk about his mom. I told you, moms are petty. Moms will hold a grudge. Even after all that happened, even after the dust settled, the mom still mad at Armando. You told me that you were getting engaged in front of everybody. Like, your son just came out again. He brought home his lover, who is not only older than him, he is a gringo, right? Is it called? No, it's gringo. It's just not Mexican. He brought a blanco gringo, okay? So there was already a lot going on. And then he's coming here to take his daughter to raise her with, 2 gay men in another city because you guys are homophobic. Mom said, the hell with all of that. You told me you were engaged in front of everybody else. You should have told me first. I'm your mother. And Armando is just like, this is my life, And I love the fact that he still stood up to his mom, but she was just like, you should have told me by myself, not in front of everybody. I'm telling you, I think she was mad. I think her and her sister got some kind of beef. Like that, did you guys see that video of that little girl at her 3-year-old birthday party and her sister blew out the candle? She was like, what? Like, just nasty. I feel like that's Armando's mom and her sister. And I feel like the mom would not be mad that he told her that he was engaged in front of everybody if her sister was not there. Because that was the first thing she said, guys, tears in her eyes. He told me that he was engaged in front of my sister. Nobody else. That sister. That's who they are. That video is Armando's mom and her sister back in the day. That's what that is. She was still mad. Everything else that happened, she's still mad that you told her that you were engaged in front of her hating sister. That's what that whole thing was about. I told you, moms are petty. They will hold a grudge for life. Life. And you know what? This is another thing I wanted to talk about. The family was so heartbroken that he was leaving and taking his daughter and, moving. And I was just like, well, how far is he moving? Like, he's not leaving. I know Mexico is huge, right? But I'm like, he's not leaving Mexico. Like, y'all can still come visit. Or if he don't feel comfortable visiting Armando, he could drop the kid off for a weekend or something. Like, y'all, This won't be the last time that you guys are seeing her. So why are you acting like it's the end of the freaking world? He's taking her away. He's not taking her to Mars, just a different part of Mexico. Y'all can't travel to see them, and he can't drop her off to stay with you guys for the weekend. This family is really like they're overly dramatic. I get it, right? I told you guys, as a Christian, I understand. I've seen this stuff happen in person. So I get it. But my thing is, Armando's family's reactions don't amount up to what's actually happening. They are like travailing, like they're mourning at a funeral for any little decision that he makes. I'm engaged to a man, a blanco gringo. Ah! Oh! Oh! Ah! Like, okay, really, guys? I'm taking my daughter to another city in Mexico. Calm down. They're just so dramatic. How exhausting to be in a family like that. They're exhausting. They are a poor Armando. I'm glad you're moving. I understand why you're moving. They are dramatic. I will say this. It's sad to say, but the little things are still, right now are going to have to be a win. Like the baby steps with this family and Armando are just going to have to be a win. It's sad, but it is. I think it was a little win when the dad came out to say goodbye to Armando. I really, really did. And he was crying. He had his glasses on because that macho man. He had his glasses on and he was saying that he was just getting emotional because, they basically raised Armando's daughter. But, we all know why he was really emotional. Straight dad, heartbroken. It is what it is. We got a long way to go. But I was still glad it was a little win that he came out and said goodbye to his son because Armando needed that. He really, really did. He really, really needed that because, guys, like I said before, Armando is newly out. I don't think that he has any gay friends. I think that Kenneth was the only gay man that he was in like a serious kind of relationship with. I don't think that he had like gay friends to go hang out with and talk to really help him through his journey. I think that Kenneth was that for him. I think they just started, talking and getting intimate and dating right away. And now they're getting engaged and married. I don't think that Armando was really living in that life and, in his gay, living a gay life before he came out again to his family and, started getting serious with Kenneth. I think that now he'll be living his true gay life, but before I don't think he was. I think this is all very new for him, which is why, again, I just need for Kenneth to understand. If he can't understand, oh my, I wish you guys had my view, because this brother with this curly hair walked by. Child, if this window was open, anyway, get my mind together. You know what? I don't think people can see in here. I don't think you can see in here until the evening, which is why the last time I did my live, it was late and people were like driving by and looking at me because I was looking crazy because I was talking to a computer. But I don't think during the day that they can see through, because how I saw him was that he checked himself out in the mirror and like the reflection of the window. And I was checking him out. Okay, Atlanta. So anyway, what was I talking about? We love Kenneth and Armando. Oh, Kenneth. I just hope that he's a bit more or he gets better with that, because like I said before, Kenneth has never been out. Kenneth has always been out. Armando, this is like his first, this is his first on everything. And if you can't deal with that, then maybe you should not have approached somebody who was not fully out of the closet before you got into a relationship with him. So anyway, let's move on to Ariella and Binion. Ariella's mom, she's just really cool, calm, and collected. Like, you know what? To be quite honest with you, Ariella's mom is a G. She is a G. Ariella calls her frantic. Mom, I'm about to have a baby and they're going to give me a C-section. I'm really, really scared. What to do? And the mom is like, Oh, the baby's coming. Wow. Aren't you excited? Okay. Well, you know what? Go and bring that baby home. Go have the baby. Okay. Love you. That lady, that she's so chill. I'm like, your daughter is crying, telling you that she's in Ethiopia. You know, she's about to have this baby, about to have a C-section. She's very, like, major freaking surgery. And she's crying. I don't know. I just feel like my mom would have been like, what is happening now? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm on the Southwest Florida, Ethiopia, wherever. I'm on cheapflights.com right now, because she will find a flight on the budget. I'll be there. The earliest it says I could be there is this time tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. Ariella's mom was chill. She was just like, all right, go ahead, a baby. And then when Ariella and Binion called her again to let her know that the baby was here, they woke her back up. I was like, you wait. Your daughter called you frantic because she's about to have the baby and she has to have an emergency C-section. You went back to sleep? She probably has been through so much with Ariella. She's just like, you know what? You'll be fine. Like, I feel like she's that mom whose kid she has told not to do something and then they do it. And, you know, she's so exhausted from telling them not to do it. She's just like, okay, now get up, wipe it off. No, I'm not going to kiss it because I told you not to do it. All right. Now go play. Like, that's what she gives me. She's just like, I've been through so much with this girl. I'm tired. And I'm going back to sleep. I was just like, did they wake you up? They woke you back up to let you. She probably told her husband, Ariel is about to have the baby. All right. I love her. I love her mom, though. She's just so chill. I think she would be a great, what is it called? Birth doctor? What are those doctors called that deliver babies? Baby doctor, whatever. So I think she would be a great baby doctor because she's very calm. She's very chill. Nothing phases her. Wait. Something has phased me. Something has phased me. Antilles, I hope that I'm saying it right. Antilles 86 came through with a super chat. Hey, thank you, baby. Antilles said, I appreciate you so much. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Speaking of keeping up, let's keep the likes up. Let's keep the likes up. Like. Please like. But yeah, Ariella's mom is just chill. Just so chill. When I'm telling you, when I heard her voice, I said, oh, you heard that phone call and went back to sleep. And then I'm skipping ahead, but I just have to say this because Ariella was just like, Ari, whatever. She was just like, my mom won't be able to come for a while. So Binion and his sister are going to go out and do some stuff for the baby because I'm hoping that my mom will be here and bring some things. And we got to her like talking to her mom. Her mom was like, yeah, I think the earliest I can get out there is probably next week. I got to move some stuff around. I gotta move some stuff around, and you know what? Probably next week, early next week. I gotta see what I can do. What? Listen, she has lived her life. She has raised her children. Them grown kids are not her priority. I can't get mad at her. I can't. She said, I raised my kids. I'm living my damn life. I don't know what I can get there. I got stuff to do. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted on my flight. Mama is tired. She's been through enough with Ariella. She's done. I was just like, my mom would be on the first flight out. Ariella's mom said, I got to move some stuff around. Let me see. Let you see, child. You got on your mother's nerves, girl. You put her through a lot. She's like, you're okay. You've done this before. You're okay. Don't be scared. You'll be fine. Everything's okay. It's good. You're good. Yeah. All right. All right. Let me get back to my nap. Go and have that baby. What, ma'am? What? And although Ariella was Ari, I'm just gonna say Ari. That name is a lot. It should have been Ariel. There's nothing wrong with Ariel. Don't add anything to it. Oh, I love her. Anyway, although Ari was acting a fool, right? Not acting a fool, although she was like, she just had a lot dropped on her. Of course, she was emotional. I get it. I totally get it. And I think her feelings were valid. She was nervous. She was scared. It's the first time she's having a kid. I'm glad that she acted the way that she acted because she was given general anesthesia and not what is the other one called? Spinal anesthesia. The one where they shoot the drugs into your spine. I'm so glad that she was so unruly that they made the decision to give her general anesthesia, because I personally know several women who have back issues today because of that. One of my sister's really good friends actually passed away from complications from that. So when they said that they were giving her spinal anesthesia, I was like, oh my gosh, no, please, Ari, say no, say no. But then she was like, she was just very emotional and uncontrollable. They were just like, we can't do it because you have to be very still when we do it. So we'll just give her general anesthesia. And I was like, thank the Lord. For me, I was just very concerned when they said that. And because of, the people I know who have issues, and I know of a woman who passed away from that, I was just, I was glad. I think that worked out very well for her. And, it was a great, you know what? I was about to say, it was a great birth. Like I know, like I was there. I'm just watching it on TV, and I'm like, it was it was good. It was a good, good C-section surgery. What the hell do I know? So I'm not going to say that, but I will say it looked like it was very successful. It appeared to be a successful birth, major surgery. Like she came out of it, healthy, her and the baby. So congrats to Ari and B, and shout out to the all-female Ethiopian baby staff team. What are they called? I'm telling you, I don't know what the name of these doctors are. Baby doctor team. It was a female doctor, female nurses. Like, I love that. Can we all have more hospitals like that? I'm not saying I don't want no man delivering my baby, right? Because whatever happens, happens. But I would love like a tribe of women in the room helping me bring it. Just seems so beautiful. I was like, oh my, look at all of these women just coming together to help this woman have a successful birth. I don't know. I love that. I was like, look at your girl power. We can do it. Go ahead, ladies. I love that. Listen, Ari came out of that very well and healthy. She was nursing her baby when Binion's family walked in. Let's talk about this raggedy family. All the families on this show so far, raggedy, except for, Kenneth's very accepting children. But how are they not going to accept their dad? Okay. Does anybody else on the show have a good family? Everybody raggedy. Binion's family, raggedy. First of all, this woman just had major surgery, just gave birth to a human being, just learning how to breastfeed and all that stuff, trying to latch the baby on. All 50 of them come into the room. She's like, hey, how are you? I would be like, I'm not okay. My titties are out. I have a huge wound that's healing. Like, excuse me. I just had my baby. Why are you in here? I can see y'all when the baby come home. Like right now, there's a lot going on. Ari can't even keep her eyes open. She's like, hey. No, excuse me. I would have cussed Binion out. I'm not ready. I'm not presentable. I don't even know your brother like that. He looking at my titties. No, I didn't. I did not like them all being in the room. And then, so are we going to baptize them? Get the hell out of my room. I don't even know your name. Get out of my room. I was so upset. And Binion just sitting there. Oh, baby, look at my family. Shut up. What kind of father or what kind of husband are you? Are they married? Baby daddy. Well, there you go, girl. But I'm like, what kind of baby father are you? This girl just had a baby. Your family is coming in, sucking up the air. Okay, I don't see a window open. They coming from outside, introducing the baby to all these new diseases and all. Like, have you washed? Have you brushed your teeth? You're breathing over my child. I don't know what you got in your hair. What is in your hair products? And then the sister coming over there, excuse me. I don't know what kind of gel you use. I don't know what kind, you got your hair bleached. I don't know if that's going to do something to the side of my baby head, give him a rash. Back up. It was too many people in that room. And then they're going to ask about the baptism. Excuse me? Ari, you handled that like a champ. Maybe she was out of it and she didn't really know what was going on, but I didn't appreciate that. I'm not gonna say I don't like that family. I'm not gonna say it, but I will say there's so much pressure that they put on Ari to be the wife or the baby mama and girlfriend that the baby mama and girlfriend that Binion's ex-wife wasn't, right? So I feel like Ari has to walk this fine line because they're going to put this guilt trip on her, like, oh, we don't want you to take his child away because he lost his first child to America. The wife took him there and he hasn't been able to see his kid. Like, don't put that guilt trip on her. If he's not doing what he's supposed to do, she needs to take that baby to America. Period. If y'all getting on her nerves, running her life, stressing her out about the baptism, she needs to take that baby to America. Period. I didn't like that. Do not bring your family in my room after I just had a child. And I'm still waking up from having anesthesia because I got my freaking torso cut open to give birth to your big head baby. Don't do it. Don't do it. I didn't like it. We'll talk about that in the end. And when we get into the comment section, because I didn't like that. That was just rude. Are we going to baptize him? Get your nasty hands off of my child. Did you wash? Can I see your fingernails? No, I'm going to be that mama. Where your shots? Nope. You will see him when he's 10. No. But congrats. Congrats to Ari and B, the baby. Oh, this was an emotional episode. When the nurse was rubbing his feet because he was quiet, I was like, oh God, I'm not ready for this. If something happens, I'm not ready. And then he finally, started crying. He seemed a little tall, didn't he? B, I'm just saying, if your son is a good 8 and he's your height, start asking questions. I will start asking some questions because Binion, even with some dance shoes with a nice little heel, he a good 4'11". So if that baby start getting taller and taller, because we know Ari got a type and it's Ethiopian, I will start asking some questions. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to help you out, bro. You know what? Don't even ask no questions because your sisters will. They are so newsy in everything. They'll ask the questions. Oh God. I don't know who my husband is. Lord, does he have sisters? Ugh. Whew. Because I know what kind of sister I am. You know what I mean? My little brother don't know. I've been all over his girlfriend's Instagram. I know everything that I need to know. You see what I'm saying? You see how sisters are with their brothers? A nightmare. Anyway, is he watching this? I hope he's not watching it. I know what you don't. I'm doing it to protect you. Anyway, right on brand. Like I told you, our girl Ariella gave birth in her Cleopatra eyeliner. How in the hell did she do it? Because it's always like this crooked line. So she probably got shaky hands. No judgment. I got shaky hands too. So she probably got little shaky hands. And then it just comes up to like a curl right here. Right, a nice little curl. I don't know why she just don't keep it going, but she curls it every time. That might be her little signature. I'm going to give myself Cleopatra eyeliner, but I'm going to put my signature on it and give it a little curl. It's a mess, but congratulations. Congratulations. I'm going to move on because the rest of my notes is just dragging that family. I didn't like it. It just seemed very intrusive. Very intrusive. And only one person like really acknowledged her. Everybody is talking to Binion. And I'm like, y'all would have got out of my room. With them dirty jackets. They just look rough. They just look like they just woke up and decided to come to the hospital Dry clean everything. I want it dry clean. I want it. I want your clothes pressed. I want to look under your fingernails. What cologne are you wearing? Don't wear all that stuff around my baby. He just got here. He don't need to be exposed to that mess. Am I damn? She got breasts out. Y'all just in there staring. Is that something normal? Do they do that after you have the baby? Because I don't know. I ain't never had no baby. No, that is not something that they do. Because when my mom had my little sister, I ain't see her for a minute. And even when I did see her, she didn't feel like it. My mom was like, because my stepdad was like, oh, boo, the kids are here. And she was like, baby, no, I'm tired and I'm in a lot of pain. I see my kids. Happy birthday, Mom. And I was like, okay, I'll just sit in the chair and wait for you to warm up. But, now that I'm older, I realize that, she just gave birth to a human being. You don't feel like all that talking. You know what I mean? You don't. You just don't. So I get it, Mama. I'm no longer mad. That was what, 26 years ago? Child. A baby, she is no more. Let's go on to Devin and Jihoon. You know what? We went back and forth with this in my comment section because Devin's mama, when they played that clip of her, I was like, I forgot how dramatic that woman was. The poor man's Kathleen Turner was giving it. She was working for that Emmy. What happens? What happens? When I'm scraping Drusilla above the ground? What happens then, June? Girl, this Drusilla. Y'all should always be prepared to take off running when Drusilla is ever standing anywhere by herself. Y'all should always be, this is who she is. That little wild thornberry baby, y'all know that she gonna take off running. Y'all just know. So you can't get mad at Jihoon because he wasn't fast enough to catch her. I told you guys the only issue that I had with Jihoon is that he stopped running after Drusilla and turned around to cuss Devin out. Stop yelling at me. What kind of stepdad? You're not prepared. If you're worried about me yelling at you, me screaming bloody murder for you to get she wasn't like screaming at him. She was just screaming for him to hurry up and catch her because she knows what it's like to, chase Drusilla. But he stops chasing the baby who was still running into oncoming traffic to turn around and say, stop yelling at me. Boy, I would have left you then. No shade, but that's true. I would have left you then and I would have cussed out the cameraman. If you guys remember that scene when she took off running, the cameraman was just like holding the camera. He looked back like, who gonna get her? Not me. Oh, all them adults just watched that baby almost die. I can't. But I just forgot how dramatic she was. And I'm scraping her off the street. You know what? This is very petty. But Jihoon should have been like, well, that's your problem. You know what I mean? And then apologize later. Because you got to cut that foolishness right there. You can't let her go on with this performance and make her believe it's okay. Because she'll never learn and she'll keep it up. But once you say, well, then that'll be your problem. I'll send you money for the funeral. Now listen, is it harsh? Absolutely. But you got to break that mess right there because I guarantee you, if he would have said something like that, like, oh, well, then it'll be your problem. Her little performance would have stopped dead in her track. And her real self would have evolved, would have came out. Oh, I would have been scraping her up off the floor, June. Well, that would have been your problem. What the hell you say to me? Excuse me? That whole dramatic act that would have dropped right there. You got to know when to cut it off. Even if you're going to say something a little brutal, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Check that mess right there. Because I guarantee you, if you would have said that, she would have got mad. They would have had words, but she never would have did it again. She never would have done it again because she knows it don't work with you. But Jihoon won't do it because he's afraid of that woman. The whole family is afraid of that woman. Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be? I told you, she gives me like a South Dakota bear mom who drives a truck across country, specifically the South. That's what she gives me. You know what I mean? She's the kind of woman who will tell a story with her arm mangled about how she, stole a bear from an actual bear trying to drink it. And I put my hand in his mouth and I ripped the bear out. He tore my tendons, but I'm still here. That's what she gives me. So I understand that he was a little bit, Ji-hoon probably was afraid of her. That's why he didn't give like a sarcastic response. I get it. She looks like she could take a punch and throw one. So I get it. I get it. Anyway, I've never cleaned a rug, right? Never. I told you guys I'm bougie. I grew up poor, but we were poor and bougie. We lived in the projects, but on the first floor. Bougie. Anyway, I've never cleaned a rug. My family, we just throw them away. We throw rugs away. And just get a new one, right? Especially if it's from IKEA. It's not a lot. But I know for sure that the way Devin is cleaning this rug, it isn't right. It isn't right. Just like something is wrong with this process. I've never done it, but I know that something is wrong with it. I am happy, however, that, Ji-hoon was able to come through and get them, an okay and appropriate, apartment. Listen, Devin ain't get pregnant by a dude that got money. It is what it is. But at least he's starting to do something. At least he's starting to take charge and make her feel comfortable staying in Korea. So that is that's a good thing. But Devin, if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, you want to learn how to clean a rug properly. Because I know she destroyed that rug. It just, the way she was doing it, I was just like, this ain't right. I've never done it before, but I know this is not the way. Let's talk about the bidet. Everybody around the world thinks that Americans are so trifling because we don't, bidets are not like, and this, it's not, we don't do bidets. We don't do bidets. And it's embarrassing because everybody else is walking around with like pristine genitalia, but not Americans. Not Americans. We are very far behind. It is what it is, right? So Ji-hoon and Devin move into this apartment, and Ji-hoon is very uncomfortable with his anus. He's uncomfortable with his anus because he doesn't have a bidet, and Devin won't let him get a bidet because bidets are $600. And Ji-hoon is just going through. He's just like, oh, my anal is sore. Why wouldn't she correct him? Why would you not correct your man and say, honey, it's anus? You got your husband walking around saying, my anal is sore. He was just like, oh, it's so sore. It's so my anal is sore. And then he was like, you use paper towels, right? And she said, yes. Okay. Either Devin used paper towels on her genitalia, or she just did not feel like correcting her husband. It was just like, yeah, I use paper towels. I'm hoping that that's it. That she just did not feel like correcting him. Because Devin, if you're using are you using paper towels to what? To wipe your anus and your coochie? Girl. I did that one time in college because I ran out of money and I was living in New York. And my mom finally sent me some money from Western Union, but by that time I didn't have anything to get it. And then when I finally got the money, I didn't feel like walking in the cold to the bodega to get toilet paper. So I was just like, you know what? I got paper towel. I'll be fine. Baby. The way trigger warning, the way I almost ripped the skin off of my coochie, I was just like, oh my God. I felt like Ji-hoon. My coochie and my anal were sore. I was like, oh, you just can't use anything on your bum. I walked to that store, freezing cold temperatures in New York City. I walked to that bodega. I got like a deluxe pack, carried it on my back. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Never again. Never again. I make sure to never run out of toilet paper ever. I don't do it. I'm like, nope, I won't be in that situation. I will never feel that pain again. So I get you, Jihoon. I wish your wife would have corrected you so that you don't go around town saying that your anal is sore. And then let's get to the confessional where he looks at his wife on national TV and says to her, "You're really dirty." I was just like, are you angry about it or is this sexual? It was very weird, his delivery. "You're really dirty." And Devin, "I'm not dirty. I'm not. Let me see your anal." She's like, "No, stop. I'm not going to do that." What? What? First of all, that little clip, that confessional is trending on Twitter. My sister was like, "Did you see this?" I was like, oh, of course. Devin and Jihoon always trend. Clips of them always trend because Jihoon, although I don't think he does it intentionally, he's hilarious. He is a funny, funny guy. It's a shame that he can't provide properly, but he's hilarious. I also want to say this about Devin's confessional with Jihoon, where he asked to start anal because he thinks it's filthy. Devin looks a little different, doesn't she? She was giving me Whoville character. Like something happened right here. And all of it, not just one thing, all of it is different. And I don't know how, I don't know what she did, but it was very Whoville. Very Whoville. What'd she do? Let's talk about that after the review, because I was like, Devin, what in the Grinch Who Stole Christmas is happening here? Oh my God, people get money and don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Oh, wait. Oh, child, I done put Tim and Melisa and Jihoon in Devin's notes. Am I done with Devin and Jihoon? Oh, I'm done. Let's move on to Tim and Melisa. I keep on wanting to call that girl Mylanta because of the commercial. Anyway, Tim and Melisa. Melisa. Oh, you know what? This is a good thing. So, Melisa, if you're watching, I'm not hating. Melisa is one of the few human beings on this planet who she actually looks better without makeup. Gorgeous woman. I was like, oh, that's Melisa? She looks so different and she just so much better. I don't know if it's the eyeliner, something about the makeup that she does makes her look a lot older. You know what I mean? Without makeup, she's very, youthful and refreshed, just looks very healthy and just naturally beautiful. When she puts on makeup, I get soccer mom or divorced wife of 20-year-old kids. That it just ages her drastically, and it does nothing to enhance what she already has going on. She looked great eyebrows, great lashes. Mama, all you need is a little bit of moisturizer and sunscreen. You don't need nothing else. Nothing else. I hope you did not start doing that makeup in America. That's giving me American makeup. Poor thing. Poor thing. Study them, the Middle Eastern girls. They could Middle Eastern, the Middle Eastern what? YouTubers, the makeup. Oh, they can beat a face. Middle Eastern girls on YouTube can beat a face. I watched a lot of the wedding tutorials, makeup tutorials, and I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, this is a totally different person. The eyebrow. Listen, do I need to get a sister from Dubai to do my makeup for my wedding? Child. Anyway, Tim. I don't understand him, right? And I think that maybe Tim and Melisa is doing this for storyline because this is not making sense because it just doesn't sit right with me, right? So Tim and Melisa are having a conversation about the guy that she slept with, right? First of all, let's go woman to woman. She told him about this guy to make him. Oh wait, damn it! What time is it? I got another live about to start, child. I gotta wrap this up. I'm like, it's 12:33. Isn't my Potomac? You know what? Hold on. I'm in here talking. Potomac starts at 1, right? Let me change Potomac's time. Hold on. I just looked at the clock and I'm like, I know I have a review at 1 p.m. that I'm not ready for. Ciao. YouTube studio. Hold on. Let me manage. I'm managing. Pause. I'm managing. Why do they keep on flagging my 90-day fiance videos? YouTube, are we going to war? I might have to go to war with YouTube. Ciao. Hold on. I'm changing my time. I have to edit. Let me edit. Oh my gosh. October 12th at 1 p.m. It's not going to happen because we have to chat, right? So let's do 1:30. Yeah, we're going to do 1:30. So if you guys were waiting for that, you got a bit of a break. We're going to do 1:30. Okay. So we're doing Potomac at 1:30 p.m. EST because, baby, Mama was on here talking. All right, let's get back to this. I hope y'all love me. Anyway, what was I talking about? Tim and Melissa. Let me speed them up. I just think that Tim is delusional, period. I can't, put all the words in it to make it nice. Tim is delusional because if you cheated on this girl, right? Why are you telling her that you are still flirting with people at work? You cheated on her with a broad at your job. You're still at the same stopping ground where you committed the crime, doing the same damn thing that got you into the last situation. Why are you still doing that? And why are you telling her that if she already has apprehensions about being with you because you cheated on her? Now, listen, is Melissa telling Tim about the other dude, the local dude that she was banging in her, town when they had taken a break? Is she telling him that to make him jealous? Yes, but she was cheated on. Whatever she does emotionally, however she gets back at him, that is on her and that is for Tim to take because you are the one who broke the boundaries of this relationship. So if she's being petty to get back at you, well, listen, the girl is hurt. And that's how she has to get through some things to deal with you still, to be in this relationship with you. She had to go through some things to get here, to even open up the door to want to be in a relationship with you again. Unfortunately, you made the mistake. So you're going to have to deal with the consequences. What does my mom say? My mom says, this is what my mom says. You can choose your sin, but you can't choose the consequences, right? So it's like you can choose to do something that you know is wrong, but you can't plan when and how and what the consequence will be of that action. And I think that's what Tim is trying to do. And it's like, it's not going to work because you hurt her and this is what happens because of it. And now he's like, well, I'm feeling bad for being honest. You cheated. You should feel bad. What she did to you is not the same thing. And then you tell her, well, I'm still doing the same stuff that I was doing before. So there's no change. What do you expect her to do? And then she has dinner with her mom. Her mom is crying. She starts crying about the whole Tim situation. And I'm just like, you know what, Melissa? I don't think what you're going through is worth it. That's just my opinion. I don't think that the pain that she is actually feeling. I don't think that she is in a relationship with someone who honestly understands what she's feeling. I mean, it's always hard to understand what somebody else is going through. I just don't think he has enough empathy and sympathy to get it. And it seems like she's really, really hurt. Her family is really hurt. The father, the mother, everybody's heartbroken. And it's like a pain that this man has inflicted on his family that's just not healing, because I just don't think that Tim is in the position to really give a damn. I think he's just like, well, I did it. And I said, I was sorry. You should be over it by now. That's what he's giving me. And I just don't think that this relationship is going to I don't think it's going to be a successful relationship. I don't think it's going to be healthy because Melissa is going to continue to try to do things to make him feel the way he made her feel. And I don't think that it will ever register with Tim that that's what she's doing, because I don't think he cares about her enough to even sit with that and try to do better. Not saying that he's a bad guy. Like I said before, I don't think he has empathy for her. I don't think he really fully recognized how much he hurt her. And you know what? Again, that could also be because Melissa is very stoic. And it's just like, well, you broke my heart. I slept with him because I just needed to be happy. I was really heartbroken by what you did. I wanted to die. I hated my life. I'm actually crying right now, but this is who I am and this is how I cry. Do you want to get married? Like, she's very stoic. So it's maybe for him, it's not coming off that you were really hurt by that because you're just so like, one note. But she's emotional with her mother. And I'm like, I don't think that she should cry in front of him, but maybe talking isn't enough. Maybe you really have to emote to this man and let him know how deeply hurt you were by it, because you're coming off real chill. And so he's thinking that you're really in the place to move forward in this relationship, but you're not there. You haven't been there for a very long time. And I think too much has happened in this relationship. Too much pain has happened in this relationship for it to be successful. I really, really do. And I also think that maybe Melissa is trying to make this relationship work. I think she's checked out, right? I think Melissa checked out. I think Tim checked out a while ago, but I think he also came back because he realized the grass is probably not greener on the other side. And so I think he's trying to make it work because everybody is telling him that she's the best thing that ever happened to him, right? He probably didn't believe that before, but I think he believes it now. And I think he's trying to make it work. But for Melissa, when she checked out of that relationship, I don't think she ever checked back in. She seems really disengaged from him. And I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if this can work because you are not in the same place and neither one of you will bend and break to the point that you need to make this work. So I like you guys know, I hate to say you gotta, break up and let this go. This relationship just does not seem salvageable. It just really, really doesn't. And that's all I wanted to say about Tim and Melissa, because I got to take a little break. I got Potomac right away. Could I have done Potomac right after this? No, because I have to eat my STK macaroni and cheese and have some nourishment so I can have energy to do the same thing. Anyway, we also need time to chat. So if you were just watching this show for this show, yes, this is a show. This is NikkiStar TV. So if you were just watching this show for the review and what my thoughts were on the couples, it ends now. Now we're going to get into the tea in the comments section. Let's chat. Tim and Maylisa. Mylanta. Tim and Mylanta. That's what we're called. Paper towels, yeah. Baba, paper towels. I was being lazy. I ain't feel like it. New York is cold. New York in the winter. Oh my gosh. That January. Woo! I'm from Philly. I thought I knew cold. Nah, New York was like, you don't know what this is. And I also live by the water. Hell. Okay, so you guys are saying that Jihoon meant toilet paper. Good. Okay. Thank you, Violetta. Oh, Marianne, I did hear about the bidet. So Marianne was just saying that a lot of people during the pandemic got bidets because there was a toilet paper shortage, which is very smart. I wish I could do it, but my apartment, the developer for our apartment complex is like, I think he's German, European. And so the way the home is built, the way the apartment complex is built, the bathrooms and the kitchens are really designed around modern European apartments. I don't know why he thought to do that in the United States of America, because ain't nothing modern or European about us. We got these big oversized bodies. The toilet is just so small and dainty. No kind of bidet would work on that. No kind. It, like, I tried to order one from Amazon. My toilet does not have the measurements. It's an unnecessary toilet. Toilet, whatever. It's an unnecessary poo poo shoot because it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. This body. It don't work. It's such a task to use my restroom. Too much information, but it is. So it's very like dainty. I'm dainty, so it doesn't work. So I wanted to do the whole bidet thing, but the toilet is just too dainty for it. Hopefully, I won't say when I build my home in Atlanta, I will be able to get a bidet. Because I told you about my cousin who actually built his home, and he was able to specialize it the way that he wants. I want a bidet in my bathroom. I really, really do. I'm tired of having, dirty anal. Or sore anal. I want a nice bidet. I actually looked up a portable bidet from Tushy. Let me know if you guys have ever used like Tushy's portable bidet. I'm into it. I'm interested. Cause I'm tired. It's time for me to have an unsore anal. I want to be like Jihoon when he had a bidet. When he had a bidet. But the funny thing about these lives is that if I were editing this, I would cut out this whole part talking about my sore anal. I would, ciao. I'd be like, oh hell no, Nikki, why did you even say that? There are so many rants that I would go on when I was editing my videos, and I would cut out so much stuff. But now, listen, balls to the wall. It is what it is. Charmin, cha-cha. Yes, they do, Crystal. Oh. They did, Ryan. The Sherman Bears tried to tell me. Oh yeah, guys, keep up the likes. Thank you, Marianne. BBT said I never had rough paper towel, but that Family Dollar 9-pack or 12-pack roll cheap toilet paper is a different story. They changed the formula because it wasn't rough like that pre-COVID. Probably. Yep, Thado, he asked to see her anal. He looked at Devin and said, let me see your anal. Ciao. It does, Ryan. It does sound like porn dialogue. Yeah, Devin just looked really, really really different. Oh, that's why. Okay, so Michelle Subtle says that Devin got filler in her jawline. Filler in your jawline can drastically change your face. That's what Bethany Frankel from Real Housewives of New York. If you go to the older seasons, she had a very strong jaw. I actually loved her. I won't say old face, but I thought that she had a beautiful jaw. I just thought it was very different and just beautiful. But that's her face. And she feels a certain way about it. So she did what she wanted to do with her face. So she gets Botox or fillers, I think. I think it's Botox. I don't know if it's the same thing. But she gets it in her jaw to like sculpt her jaw a way that she likes it to look. I wonder if she has to do that like every month. What a task. Oh, I am Rachel says sometimes when you're dating a foreign man who speaks broken English, you just get tired of correcting. My man called his D a she because in French it's a feminine pronoun. Wait a minute, I am Rachel. Did he call his D a she during foreplay? Oh, God. Child, let us know in the comment section. Thank you, Tamika. Oh, have fun at work, oh girl 87. Oh, everybody called Mabeline, I think. Dominguez says that everyone calls her my Lisa, but it's Melissa. You know what? I'm getting the pronunciation of her name from Tim. He calls her Milisa. Melissa, have you been sleeping with this man and you never corrected him? Girl. Mylanta. That's listen. Her name just it gets me. I always want to say Mylanta. Oh, they're really good. Mock reviews. They're really good with makeup. Yeah, Marianne, Mylisa, Mylisa, Melissa, Mylanta. Her emotions are just so. I feel like Tim is probably like, well, you know what? She's chill. She's cool, but she really isn't. So I think because she's so stoic that she has to use her words. Do I have? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about my food, and I'm like, is there a microwave in here? And there is. I think she just has to be very clear with her words because she doesn't emote. She doesn't emote. Hey, Vodka with 3 olives, welcome. Yes, full coverage, full fantasy, Baba. They sure do. The other way, season 1 was a lot better than season 2. I will say that, Marianne. Oh, you came from Potomac, Vodka with 3 olives. Potomac doesn't start until 1:30 if you just joined in. Hey, Amber. Wait, oh yes, Tim and Melisa, Simply Just, they are. They are the most boring couple. Hold on, guys. I'm getting hungry. I'm about to put my macaroni and cheese in the microwave. Mama is starving. Oh, oh, we're gonna do 30. He is jealous for me. His love's like a hurricane. I am a tree bending beneath the weight of his wind and mercy. Um, yes, Marianne, I don't believe that Melissa cheated on Tim. I think that that's his way of trying to make it. I think that. Oh, that's quick. I think that's Tim. I think that's Tim trying to make it seem like, well, we did the same thing, so we're even. We're cool. We can start off new again. It's not, Tim. It's not the same thing. It's not. You guys were not together. And whatever she does after you cheated on her, that's still on you. Yeah, I think mock reviews. I think Melissa needs to take it as a loss as well and move on. But like a lot of women, she's just like, I put a lot of time into this man. I built this man. I'm not building him and letting somebody else have him. Nope. We do that a lot. And sometimes you're really just in that person's life to bring them to this point. There's nothing wrong with that because somebody did that for you. Walk away if it doesn't suit you. Absolutely, Tracy. Tracy Chappell, I hope I'm saying your name right, or Chappelle, said, you can't do wrong by me and then tell me how mad to get. Absolutely right. You cannot hurt me and then tell me like, oh, but you can't do this. What I do after that, after you've harmed me, listen, sky's the damn limit. Oh wait, what did order steps? What did Shamey point out? Charlotte, this we are doing a 90-day fiance the other way live review. I already did the review. We're just talking now about the show. Do you guys have any? Oh wait, I know I didn't miss out. I didn't miss out on. Yeah, there was no Jenny and Summit this episode. What do you guys think about Brittany and Yazan and what I said about them? I know you probably said it before, but again, I told you guys I don't read the comment section until I'm done because I don't want to, get lost. Masanje, no Dante today. But you know what? He might be doing another tour today, so who knows? Oh, hold on. Oh, you're right. I did not talk about their wedding. They're doing an American wedding, I think. I think Devin wants like a traditional wedding, more to her culture. But I think the issue that they're having is that the wedding is only like an hour, so she can't like have a celebration like she really wanted. And she's getting mad at Jihoon again about something that's just culturally. It's just culturally. If you want an American wedding, have it in America. This is Korea. They do things a little differently. Masanje Bamba, thank you for the super chat. Hey, thank you for the super chat, baby. Oh, you didn't hear because I was talking. Thank you. Oh, oh no, it's not snow. Although it got really cold when I came here, I wore. I'm not gonna say I was naked, but I didn't wear a lot of clothing. Now I had to get a jacket from Forever 21, a scarf. Like, girl, it's cold. It's cold. I miss it. I miss the cold. I really, really do. Thanos said, by the way, Nikki, I have been listening to Thirst Aid Kit since your last live. Girl, they horny on that show. The horniest that they have ever been was that Chris Evans episode. I was like, thank God I'm listening to this episode with my headphones in, because if anybody walked in and I was just playing that episode, and if anybody walked into my room while they were listening to that, they would have been like, okay, girl, I'm gonna come back after you finish masturbating. Like they are really horny about Chris Evans. And it was the way they were talking. I was like, you guys don't talk like this in any other interview. Yeah, we really want you to have a black woman. The next time you do a movie, she should be black with natural hair. It was hilarious. He was on the phone like, okay. Poor man don't know how fine he is. I hope he stay quiet, because baby, they are dragging Chris Pratt, and any Avenger that tries to defend him, they start dragging him to and bringing up their past. The way they did, the way they dragged Mark Ruffalo and Zoe Saldana. Oh my gosh, poor Zoe. She was just, saying something nice about her friend. And they dragged her for Nina Simone. They just dragged that girl for everything. Poor thing. I was just like, if I was Chris Pine, and Chris Evans, Chris Jamal Evans, I would be quiet. I wouldn't say a damn thing. Even if Chris Pratt was my friend, I'd be like, nah, nope, I'm gonna sit this one out. If I was their publicist, I would be like, shut up. Don't say a word. If he gets mad at you, send him my number. I'll talk to him for you, because we are not ruining this empire that we built. Nope. Shut it up. No, Marianne, Tim's mother didn't come over to Colombia with him, but she gives me enabler with her son. She really, really does. Masande Bamba, I love Destiny's confidence. I love it. Destiny from Love After Lockup. I love her confidence. Hey, Miss K Zandwa. Hi, Nikki. Sending love from South Africa. I love it. South Africa. We got South Africa. We got London in the building. What's up? We got Canada in the building. Of course, we got USA, East Coast, West Coast. Anybody from the Midwest? What's up? No, L Boogie. L Boogie. Let me tell you something. If you want to know anything about Chris Evans, talk to L Boogie. She got all the tea about Chris Jamal Evans. No, he hasn't said anything, and he needs to stay that way. Chris Pine, Chris Evans, the rest of the Avengers, shut up. Shut up. Because a lot of people see, I didn't know this. There are, because no shade, I don't follow Chris Pratt. I don't know nothing about him. To be honest with you, I didn't even know his name. I just called him Andy because I knew him from Parks and Rec. I don't know nothing about that dude. But a lot of people are saying why they have an issue with him. And it's some serious stuff. I was like, ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how you getting out of that one, buddy, but yeah. Yeah, she did make mock reviews. She did apologize for it, but people were just bringing it up, trying to shut her up. Midwest, hey Kiwi from Midwest, what's up? Me Not Me 2008 from Denver. Hey South Africa, Chicago, what's up? Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, I actually watched Zoe Saldana's apology about that. She was really broken up about it. Really, really broken up. And listen, I believed her. I think I feel like the only person at this time who could play Nina Simone in the biopic is, I don't know her last name, but Michaela. She is the lead actress and writer of Chewing Gum. Michaela Cole, I believe. First of all, she's stunning. I think that she is the only one right now who could play Nina Simone in a biopic. What's up, PA? What's up, Whitney from PA? Chris Jamal Evans. It's hilarious. Because the picture that comes up when you write that in Google, that is the picture. That's what they call. I told you guys that was the picture that the girl called him light skin Chris, because she did a thread about the best Chris Evans. Like, he has so many threads. That boy is famous. But she did a thread about him, and one of the threads, she was just like, "This is the Chris Evans that I like," and it was light skinned Chris, and then some girl called him Chris Jamal Evans. Hilarious. Hey, Sweden, what's up? Oh, I don't know if Mary J. Blige was supposed to play her. I think a lot of people want to play Nina Simone. Like, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to play her? Not everybody can. Michaela, I think she could do it. What's up, Brooklyn? L Boogie. I can't wait to meet a lot of you guys in person. I feel like we would just have so much fun. Zoe Saldana played Nina Simone years ago. Years. I think this is even before she was married or had kids. This is a long, long time ago. And she wore a prosthetic nose and darkened her skin. And yeah, it just didn't go over well. It didn't go over well. Shamey, Tessa has the chops to play Nina Simone. She does not have the looks. That came off really shady, but I'm saying Tessa is not dark. Like, when you start to darken somebody's skin to play a character, it's way too close to blackface for it to be appropriate. Oh, Michaela is so beautiful. So beautiful. Her parents did that. Umi! Hey, what's up, Umi? Thank you so much for the super chat. Umi says, "You always make me laugh. I got to rewatch after work." Thank you, Umi. You know what, Invisible Hiccup? The reason why the Nina Simone film with Zoe Saldana got made is because Hollywood's just very white, to be quite honest with you. It's very white and it's very wealthy. So in the entertainment industry, you are only getting the perspective of rich white men. Now, there are a lot of people of color and women getting white women of color getting behind the camera, in the writer's room, in production, directing. Now we're starting to get varied ideas of the same old movie and film tropes. You know what I mean? So we're starting to see another side of the same coin, but we're getting a different version of it because now the rooms are starting to become diverse. Now people who are not wealthy and white are in positions in Hollywood to greenlight a script, to write a script, to direct a film. That's why what is the movie? I forget the name of the movie, but it was with Jennifer Lopez. She played a stripper slash scammer. First of all, she looked amazing in that at 50. Work, J Lo. But it was the film was written and directed by women. And watching it as a woman, I was like, yeah, this is definitely a woman's perspective. It was really good, really, really good. And another one, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was a really good movie to watch as a woman because it's our perspective, not all of our perspective. Like, I like Gal Gadot. I don't know how to say her name, but Gal, beautiful woman. I don't think she was fit to play, not saying fit like she doesn't have the chops. I wanted a Wonder Woman that was a little bit more like a Wonder Woman that looked like a Wonder Woman in the comics. Because I read all of those. I'm a comic girl, if you don't know. So I wanted that kind of representation. Same way I felt about Storm in the X-Men movies, in the X-Men films. As a young Black girl reading comics, when I saw Storm, a young Black girl with beautiful chocolate skin, when I saw Storm on the cover of I forget what issue it was, but it was the first issue where it was just her, it wasn't everybody else. It was just, this was Storm's cover. When I first saw her on the cover of the X-Men comic that I bought, I'm telling you, there's no way to explain the joy that I felt. Representation matters. It just really, really does. So it was extremely disappointing when a lighter actress was chosen, because you know why, right? It's not because she's better. It's because the industry thinks that lighter skin is better and more palatable to audiences. Like, they don't think that you would gravitate or be able to understand the experience of somebody who is dark, So that's why everybody's very light, even if they're a Black character, even if they're a Black character or a character from a culture or a community of people that are all, that the majority of them are dark, you will always get the lightest. You will always get the lightest because that's what Hollywood thinks is something that the audience would want. But really, it's their wants. It's what they think is, believable or something that will sell. And that's because they have a wealthy white perspective. Because a lot of people don't realize that you were looking at, especially when somebody is an up and coming actor or whatever, or writer or director, and out of nowhere, they're giving this huge opportunity. If you don't know the industry, you're just like, oh my goodness, they must be extremely talented. No, they are the child, nepotism, right? So they are the child of a very successful director or actor or writer or producer, or there's some huge network executive's kid. However, you don't recognize them, or their name doesn't sound familiar to you because they're using their mother's maiden name. So they won't use their father's last name because they don't want you to think that, oh, I got this because of who my father is, because they did, right? So they want you to think that they actually worked hard and auditioned. And no, if you are somebody in this industry and you have a famous parent or a wealthy parent, you did not work hard to break into the entertainment industry. It's just not possible. You got indoors that people had to, struggle and fight to kick open for like 15 to 20 years. So that's why media looks the way it looks. That's why your movies look the way they look. That's why lead actresses are always very young, always very skinny, and always very light. Because it's not our idea of who this person looks like. It's the 1%. I've talked enough about representation in the industry. What are you guys talking about? She definitely had a choice. You know what I mean? But if you're given that opportunity and you don't have because Zoe Saldana is, I think she considers herself to be a Black woman, but she is still a, Dominican woman. She's not African American. She's not a Black American who is the product of slavery in this nation. You know what I mean? So she has a different experience. Like a lot of people who are coming to America, who are, immigrants, and they're immigrating to America, they have their own issues, especially if you're a Black person coming to America, immigrating to America. Yeah, we all probably were on the same boat, but we stopped off at different places, right? We have similarities, but our cultures are not extremely, but they're different. We have a lot of similarities passed on from our ancestors, our, shared ancestors. But, the culture is different. So although you're Black and you're living in America, if you're not Black American, if you're not African American, if you are not a product of American slavery, your worldview of this nation is a lot. Your view of your experience in this nation is a lot different, because you might be coming from a place that treats you poorly, but you're starting fresh here. You might be fleeing a genocide or fleeing some kind of oppression, and you're starting over new in America. I think a lot of people do not realize that Black Americans are still in the place where they experienced a genocide. We haven't fled anywhere. We're still here. So we're still dealing with those issues. So our experiences are different. So when you come here as a Black immigrant and you look at us and you're just like, oh my goodness, they should be able to do this. They should be able to do that. Yes, you were able to get a loan right away. We are always suppressed from loans. And if we do get a loan, we are able to, we are met with, ridiculous interest fees. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. We sue Black Americans. The NAACP sues, not Bank of America, not Western Union. What is that freaking bank? It's a bank that they sue every year for discrimination against Black people. I know Chase is one of them, but there's another one. Their colors are red and orange. Every year they're sued because of how they mistreat Black people, especially considering loans. So yeah, it's like, so Zoe Saldana is Black. She considers herself to be a Black woman. She's not African American, so she don't know. She doesn't understand at that point. She learned, she was able to have conversations, but she didn't understand at that moment why she, as a Black woman, why it was an issue that she played Nina Simone. Why it was an issue that although you're a Black woman, you are a Black woman with lighter skin, a certain grade of hair, and features that are more accepted by the white ruling class because you don't pose a threat. So you're given opportunities that we would not get because, one, the way you look, and two, you're Black, but you're not Black American. So you don't have the same, you don't have I'm not looking for I can't find the word, but I'm gonna say stigma. You don't have the stigma of slavery attached to you, of American slavery attached to you. So they trust you because they don't think that you're gonna come in and start a revolution. They don't think that you're gonna come in with the idea to change the image of Black Americans. Because again, America has been able to thrive successfully over the due to the, not just us, Native Americans as well, but I'm Black, so I'm speaking about Black people, have been able to thrive and be so powerful because of the oppression of Black people. We're still cattle, you know what I mean? We're a great resource that this nation pillages, but they don't want to, give us any kind of platform because they know, I'm just gonna be real, Black people, I'm telling the truth, that we're gonna come in and change things. Because America sends out images of how we are, and it's not the truth. So even if you are a Black immigrant, you'll come here and you'll think certain things about us because you only get one image. It's not until you have actual friends and are like, oh, okay, well, this is very different. So that's the thing. That's another reason why we're not being able to be put in those positions. So that's another reason why the creator of this movie was not going to look for a Viola Davis. They wanted a Zoe Saldana because she's marketable. She is easy to sell to the masses, so they think. And also, she is not Black American. So she won't have the same apprehensions about doing things because she's not thinking about the people who experienced the genocide here. Now, if it was her people back home in Dominican Republic, child, forgive me. Then it would be a different story. She was telling that story. She would want it to look a certain way because she experienced that. That is a story that she understands. She doesn't understand the Black American story. Now she gets it, I think. When she apologized, I believed her. So that was a long, explanation of that. But I think Zoe had the choice, but I think at that point, she didn't have the understanding. Oh, yeah, shaming. I think that HBO is going Black for a while. I don't know how long it's going to last, but they are really going after the Black coin. There are a lot of Black shows coming up that are currently on HBO and a lot of Black shows coming up on HBO. Oh, wait a minute. What did Tina say? Because I missed it. Wells Fargo, Invincible Hiccup. Look it up. They get sued like every year for discrimination against Black people concerning loans. High interest rates being severely denied every year. Every year. Well, Shamie, I didn't know. She only talks about being Dominican. And somebody pressed her in the interview. And she said, I do consider myself to be a Black woman. But she's not Black American. Her experience is different. Oh, wow, Tina. Thank you for that information. Absolutely, Elle. Absolutely. I told you guys, I love the comments because we go from talking about the show to now we are deep into Wells Fargo and Zoe Saldana. I love us. I love us. Hey, Nikisha. Yes, they don't Lovecraft Country on HBO. Yes, cute as a button. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to tell you what I thought your name. I read your name too fast and I thought it said something else. But I love your name, cute as a button. You finally made it live. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Oh, I do have something sparkly on my lip. What is it? Where is this from? It's sequins. Wait, is it from my hair? I don't know what this is from, but I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. I have like glitter everywhere, so I'm not shocked about that. Oh yes, we had a whole. I missed the J Lo conversation. You know what? Are y'all dragging her? Are y'all dragging my girl? If it's about J Lo and Ashanti, I'm stepping out. Stepping out. India or Irie would be good. I don't know if she's an actor though. Michaela is just, she's just the perfect fit. If I had money and I was producing a Nina Simone pick, I would definitely pick her. I would definitely pick her. Whitney, what's your state representative's name? Because if we are related, I won't tell you because I don't want nobody trying to drag them because of me. Oh, y'all are going off in these comments. I love it. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, gosh, I hate when it. If you guys do lives, you know what I'm talking about. You could be talking about something and then, like, you're in the comments and then, bam, it just jumps and I lose everything. Strange Black Media, I moved Real Housewives of Potomac because we were going over on this live. So Real Housewives of Potomac is actually going to be on in about 12 or so minutes. So I'm actually about to get off so I can take a little break. Yeah, Chase too. Chase was one of them. Still haven't heard about that ship that was full of crack cocaine that they dropped off in Philly. Still haven't heard about, like, we don't know what happened with that. I'm telling you. You know what? Let me stop because YouTube be flagging my video. But I'm just saying, if they wanted, if America wanted to actually, stop the drug epidemic, They can stop it. This they might flag this one too, but I had to say it. We all know it's the truth. It's too much money. It's too much money. It's too much money made off of oppression. Who is this? Oh, Dad, I'm on a live. It's always my family. Look at the support that I don't get. I'm joking, Dad, if you ever watched a playback of this. All right, let me scroll down to the end. You know what, Shamey? I will do that. Shamey said I should pin my PayPal in the comment section. I will, if you guys, feel like it, go on ahead and bless your girl. But you're not the only person who's asked me about that, so I will do it. Say with me, Invisible Hiccup. Oh yes, L, look it up. A huge, you know what? This video will probably get flagged, but it's okay. A huge JP Morgan Chase ship full of like crack cocaine. I don't know if there's a difference. Y'all know I don't know nothing about drugs. Crack cocaine. Like I think I forget what they're called, but they're like water army. I was going to say water army. I'm sorry. National Guard seized the ship. And it was all over the news for one day. And then we didn't hear about it again. No follow-up or nothing. No follow-up or nothing. And I was like, you don't get on the ship. You're not able to put all of those drugs on a ship like that unless, you've been doing that for a while. Oh, wait, let me see. Hold on. You're jumping again. Oh, okay. I'll do it, Shamey. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Pink Petals. I'm telling you, we drift. PayPal too. Okay, I'll do it all. I will do it. I'll do it. Thank you guys for the tips. Thank you. I'm telling you, that's why I love it, because we talk about one thing and then we're over here. I'll definitely put that in. All right, guys, I got 10 minutes before Potomac starts, and I have to eat my macaroni and cheese that is probably already cold by now. So I gotta, just to get a bit of nourishment, because I'm probably going to be on here for another 2 hours. But thank you so much for joining me to discuss the Real Housewives of 90 Day Fiancé. To discuss 90 Day Fiancé the other way. I love doing these lives. I actually like them more than my edited videos because I get to interact with you guys. And I don't know, it's just a more enjoyable experience for me. So thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I know you all are so busy and all over the world, but thank you so much. I totally appreciate that you decided to spend your time with me. Thank you so much, guys. I love you, and I will see you if you're here for Potomac. I will see you in 9 minutes. Love you guys. Bye. Get my macaroni and cheese. Yes.